Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and this is a collective love tarot reading. It is not for a specific sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. I'm doing a few collective readings today. I already did which one? Full Moon in Libra. That's a collective reading. Also, I will probably do a money collective reading too. And I'm thinking about doing just the general collective reading. We'll see what happens. All right. I like using this. I like this Oracle deck for the love readings because it's really good. So let's get into it. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. You know what? There's been a lot of conflict going on lately. Mars is showing out. Thank you. But you know what? You guys are whatever conflicts is going on, it's gonna work out. It will work out. But you gotta talk to each other. And I might even title this reading that you have to talk to work out your conflicts. Yeah, it's definitely gonna work out. May I have one more, please? Thank you. Like that. What's at the bottom of the deck? Infinity. Your love is timeless. Your love is timeless. Interesting. Infinity. All right. Now, let's talk about the 4 cards that came out. First card that came out. Disagreements. Agree to disagree. Now, with the agree to disagree, for some of you, some people feel like the other person can't disagree and still be cool with them. It's like, well, if they disagree, they're not seeing it my way. And if they're not seeing it my way, we're not on the same page. And then they go down a whole nother rabbit hole. No, it's almost like, I'm trying to think of an example. Because me and my mother disagree on stuff, but we agree to disagree. I'm trying to think something that we disagree on. What is something we might have disagreed on recently and stuff? Oh, I know we recently disagreed. So my mother and I were talking about, for those of you who are, in the workforce, usually working remotely, this or that, there is this app or application, whatever you want to call it, called Slack. And it's usually what people use to communicate internally within the company. I was talking to my mother because a whole incident happened in my job with the whole Slack thing. And I was telling my mother, I was like, well, I don't care because I don't lie when I speak. If I say something, I can always stand by it. So I don't worry about what I say. And I'm like, if I say something in the Slack, I said what I said. If you don't like it, that's a you problem. That doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm just telling the truth. And she's like, well, no, even if you're telling the truth, they can turn it against you, da-da-da-da. I'm like, look, yeah, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. And she's like, well, I'm just telling you, me and my mother still love each other. We're still cool. It's just we not agreeing on the same view when it comes to using that particular thing in the workplace. We're going to agree to disagree. It doesn't mean that we've fallen out for the rest of our lives or anything like that. It's just that's one thing we don't agree on. And that's it. And that's how you have to look at a relationship. There just may be something you don't agree on. For some of you, the person you're with might think that college basketball is the most entertaining thing in the world. For you, you're like, it ain't that deep. So we're going to have to agree to disagree. You can still like college basketball, but I'm not messing with it. So yeah, it's that type of thing. That's what this is. All right. Second card that came out is resolutions. That's why I said I knew you're going to work it out. And it says, strive for harmonious solutions. It says resolutions, but here it says, strive for harmonious solutions. So any type of disagreements that you may have, you can look for some middle ground, but if you can't get the middle ground, then just say, hey, look, we're not going to agree on this. So how about this? Let's do our best not to approach this particular subject or whatever. And if we do approach this subject, let's be very thoughtful in our approach. Something of that nature, or whatever it is. But it's about finding solutions. And again, the only way you can find solutions is by talking it out. Talking leads to solutions. And then the third card that came out is stability. Set a solid foundation. As I was reading that, something just said to me, this was a download. In order to have stability, you have to have trust. In order to have stability, you have to have trust. That is what I heard when I was reading this. So for some of you, you have to, this whole talking it out, there's going to have to be truth and honesty. If you feel that someone is not being completely honest with you, or if you're not being completely honest with someone else and they can feel that, that's where a trust issue comes in. If you can't fully trust one another, you might as well kiss stability goodbye. Because it's going to be a tower moment where it was built on ground that wasn't solid. And as time goes on, yeah, you can make it work the best you can. But eventually, when all the little stuff builds up and builds up and builds up that you may have felt they weren't being truthful about, and then you haven't really trusted them on certain things, it's going to build up, and then all of a sudden the tower is going to fall. And that's going to be the tower moment. Based off of you trying to make something work where the foundation was not solid to begin with due to a lack of trust. So, yeah, if you don't have trust, you can kiss stability goodbye. Both of you will have to be open. If you can't be open with each other and honest, you might as well stop wasting your time and move on to something else. And you don't have to. We all have free will. You can do what you want to do. I'm just telling you the energy. Now, for the fourth card that came out, the fourth card is wish. Make a wish. So this gives me 9 of Cups energy, which 9 of Cups is about a wish coming true, but you're making a wish. So really maybe, no, I want to say Ace of Cups. Really, in a way, 8 of Cups, because 8 of Cups is walking away from something and going towards your wish fulfillment. 2. Maybe some of you are walking away from something. Maybe some of you are walking away from old habits that you have, going into the new habits that will bring you your wish. Or maybe the person you're dealing with is doing that. Something just said to me, somebody chose themselves. I just heard that. Someone walked away and chose themselves, or will be walking away and choosing themselves. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. But the main overall energy is you need to talk with each other to come to a solution. You have to talk to produce solutions. Let me go ahead and do some clarifying with the tarot deck. Can we clarify the love energy on the table? Can we clarify the love energy on the table? Can we clarify the love energy? Okay, taking this card because of the way it came out. Are you kidding me? Please tell me you can't make this stuff up. Didn't I tell you 8 of Pentacles? Didn't even know what this card was. When I was splitting the deck, this card didn't go with the other one, and it didn't go with the left side, it didn't go with the right side. It came in the middle. And something told me take this card. Didn't know what it was. Wasn't I just talking about 8 of Pentacles energy? And now here it is. Somebody walked away from something. Someone is going towards their wish fulfillment. Again, with this wish card. That's what that is. Now, let's go ahead and see what we have. Clarifying the love energy. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Can we clarify the love energy on the table? Thank you. That one just flew down right there, so I got to pick this up right quick. What is this? King of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, you were dealing with a player. And you just decided you didn't want to talk about it. You're not going to deal with it. There might have been some sleepless nights with the Nine of Swords being in your head. I feel somebody may not even want to talk at all. Others of you may, because again, the overall energy is that you need to talk it out. For some of you, you like, F that, I'm not talking about anything, I'm tired of the shenanigans, deuces. I get it. Let me see what else comes out. Anything else? Okay, anything else to clarify? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody was juggling. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be something new coming in. Because 2 plus 9 is Ace. Ace of Pentacles. There's going to be some type of new stability. Five of Wands came out in the reverse. Because somebody is tired. Okay. So for some of you feel like it's the same thing over and over again. By that, I mean, you feel like you are always arguing with this person. And you're just over it. For some of you. Not all of you. For others of you, you're not leaving, but you kind of see yourself as single. If that makes sense. It's like you're still in the relationship, but you don't claim the relationship due to whatever is going on with this person. King of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have all of the elements on here except, I said Eight of Pentacles. That's Eight of Cups. Why is this person walking away in the Eight of Pentacles? You notice how he's walking away? And I was thinking Eight of Cups. But he's walking off. It's the same energy. That is crazy. Somebody's walking away. I just heard somebody's upgrading. That would explain the Nine of Pentacles. With the King of Wands reverse, Nine of Swords, letting that go, giving you a headache, tired of being in your head, tired of somebody who can't make up their mind, Two of Pentacles. Tired of the conflict, Five of Wands reversed. Someone is upgrading. This upgrade may be to another relationship, or with this Nine of Pentacles here, this upgrade may be to a new lifestyle. The upgrade is going to be something for someone ushering them out of this relationship. For others of you, I still feel talking it out. And even for the ones who are leaving the relationship, I feel there might be a need for closure. Regardless of whatever route you're going. I feel like there might be a need for closure. I feel, for some of you, this is what I'm getting. You have a group, they can talk it out, they can work it out. Those who still want to, you know who you are. You have another group that are like, nope, not doing it, I'm out. That's fine. But you may want to have that final conversation to get it all out as to why you don't want to work it out. And let them say what they need to say too as to why, okay, that's great, I'm going to go my separate way too. Or they might be like, you know what, are you sure? Maybe we can make this work, whatever. I feel there's a conversation that needs to be had so there is closure. I feel if a conversation is not had and you just up and walk off into the distance like this man is doing on an Eight of Pentacles card when really it should be an Eight of Cups card, but I digress, then it's kind of like you may have those moments where you think about things later on and you're like, well, could I have done that differently? Well, what was he thinking then and all of this other stuff? Because in the heat of the moment, if you're upset, you might be like, yeah, I'm mad. I don't want to talk to them ever again, which can be understandable. We all go through that sometimes. At the same time, if you can at least get it off your chest and have that conversation and get closure for yourself and also give them closure too, why not? Why not? So yeah, that's kind of what I feel. It's really about a conversation needs to be had, regardless of what the timeline is. That's what I'm getting. What's at the bottom here? 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. I told you somebody's upgrading. We got 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Someone's upgrading is what they're doing. Now, something else I just got, a conversation might be had because of the upgrade. Someone's like, okay, we moving into a totally new lifestyle, a totally new ball game. The shenanigans you were doing before, we can't carry this over into this new energy, into this abundance that we're receiving. That could be it too. But a conversation needs to be had, regardless of what the timeline is. That's the energy. A conversation needs to be had. And that's what I'm titling this. All right. So that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Podcast carried everywhere. Until next time, be blessed.